Good evening, everyone. For the last time tonight, we are going to watch the last game that's scheduled between Austria and Catalonia, and this is going to be game 7 in their match. Which one is it? This one, between Jakob Müller and martifoz. So it's Martell, Knights of the Hollow Hill against Stark Fealty, and the situation in this one is that Austria is now 4-2 up, and they have 2 more match points, but both are difficult. Especially this one, we were speculating that maybe Starfield will be resilient enough. So let's have a look at the decks if the players have not started yet. Anything weird in this Hollow Hill deck or not? Both Martell plots. I think that's the only version of this that's playing both of them. So wants to get those Morgulises and Strangers quicker by having one fewer plot. Also might play long plan in the opening into Morgulis or Coppers.
No Mad King's Command.
Yeah, no Mad King's Command, no First Snow. Dorn here, 3 copies, okay. And 3 Secret Schemes. So it's going to draw a lot if it has time, which it should, because Starkfield is not Stark Crossing. And 3 Shadow City Bastards. We've seen some decks only play 1. But other than that, I mean, all of them are pretty similar, right? The rest of the...
Yeah, this one does have Starfall.
Does have it,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then does have Secret Skin, so there's not gonna be quality thinking, so we don't have to be stupid again.
2 layways, 3 hands judgments. Let's see what the situation is in the other deck in terms of that. So the first thing in terms of events, so we have the repeatable Shadow of the North, and we have 3 Winter is coming. So that's the only thing you cancel. And in terms of locations, actually, Carhold you don't care one bit about. I think, is there Tattered Prince? There should be one probably, right? Not even that, so okay. You don't care about Carhold. And there's Econ, and okay, Winterfell is here. So we have Winterfell that cancels 1 challenge, triggers in 1 challenge, triggers like Vengeance, and triggers like Dorn, and we also have 2 rationings which trigger Dorn. They won't trigger Vengeance because it's not a reaction to losing, but they do actually cancel Dorn for 2 straight rounds, which can deny Martell the draw. Barring also works. I mean, it's going to stop Last of the Giants into Varys. Then 2 Claimer, which in the late game could be focusing on power. Winter Festival, which is going to just win. There's no stopping it. Dohaeris sucks. And then Winter Reserves. How much renown do we have? We have Rob, we have Daisy. Do we have Fast Eddie? No. Bolton Flares, okay, they might start killing themselves at some point. Caitlyn is here. Alicane is here. Plays Core Greywind, which actually could eat most their characters, to be fair. Jory. 1 Mage Mormont. Ricard, okay. If it's in play immediately when the boards are small for Martell, could do something, but other than that, probably not. Wyman, okay, can keep you in draw if you just use him aggressively when you're expecting Morgulis and
You see
Stranger.
Varys and you just start killing everything.
And 2 Frozen Solids, which could go on that Starfall, or the Iron Throne can go on Dorn. But I mean, you have 2 plots that stop Dorn. That's more than most decks have, and if that's the source of draw, then Martell could be really slow to get the cards, right? But 2 coppers on the other hand, so I don't know.
Game is open, by the way. The Frozen's likely go on Starfall and Water Gardens.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have potentially Lay Waste.
Yeah.
No bodyguards, right? Or did I overlook them?
I will look.
Probably not. It's not playing Morgulis himself, so.
Is Catalonia's Dark Fealty, right? No bodyguards.
Mm-hmm.
And no grey wind, you'll be happy to see.
Yeah, and you can play grey wind even if you play the winter plot, the winter team, because it's a winter plot. Very nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, so this match is now the one before last, so 7th, and it's currently 4-2 for Austria, so Catalonia has to keep winning to stay in the game.
Yeah, mage in play is not savable. And we
Except with
have,
Jory.
we have behest into coppers, not into long plans, so it's going to play with low gold and lots of cards and see what happens. What could happen is could get Varys immediately. That's really slows Stark down.
Yeah, I think there's no nightmares. There's no nightmares in the deck, the Stark deck.
Yeah, 3 winter is coming, 1 shadow. Do we have dupes? We have 1 dupe. Good one. Did we say March to the Wall was in the deck? I don't remember it. Is this the only one that doesn't actually play March?
I
I
didn't
will
say
check
anything
now.
about March to the Wall.
So it's Austria's night. Hollow Hill. There is Marched.
Of course.
And there's no nightmares on
No
either
Mad
side.
King's Command. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, the comments are
Yeah.
going crazy tonight. Struggling to read all of that, sorry in advance.
I'll try and keep up.
Should find a way to get that on the screen actually. Maybe project for next time.
I think it has a good chance to keep winning. I think we said even this board is gonna be really strong.
Keeping 2 gold.
Well, it's not getting vengeance, so he killed both of them off.
He's getting vipersized. I think Bastard probably just no, it doesn't. Okay, the Bastard does not take cat's icons. There could be a burning in hand though.
Okay, he's doing this on intrigue. Wants to hit something good here. Gives himself a chance.
Choosing the spear
well,
and vengeance.
I mean, it's not the best, but okay.
No.
And now he can try to do 2 separate challenges with Mormont characters, right? And Mage will draw twice. Good early card to have before she gets killed. So it refills the opening hand a little bit. Bolton Flare wasn't super useful. Wyman is more so.
Yeah, unless you get that Winterfell Steward off the board, Flare isn't going to do anything.
Ah, okay.
Because I don't think this Martell deck won't play a character below 2.
Well, so Stranger kills the Bear Island Scout and Mage Mormont. It's not the best return, really.
Nope.
Or is it time for another coppers or maybe long plan?
Long plan. So
Into
okay,
rationing.
good.
So that stops long plan
So
completely.
stops. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't stop the passive, so you can just not do stuff. But yeah, I'm not getting extra gold. That's one rationing. It's a great plot, but he's going to spend it eventually. And yeah, sad times when he
I mean,
loses.
this is probably one of the best times to spend it because it
Yeah.
means he's not going through into Magulis with a million resources.
Exactly. That this or when Dorn is in play, which should happen at some point
Yeah.
probably.
It would likely happen this round, maybe.
And you know there could be a 1,000 rounds here, so could play rationing on round 8 and 9 potentially as well. Ooh, and another counter for the Martell tricks.
Yep, and this deck does not run for snow, right? Oh, it has the Stranger as one winter plot, so they have one round where they can do stuff, but then Cat's gonna come in and help with that.
9 gold. Do you not do anything now?
I think you at least play. Oh, you just Dawn's a big tempo hit this round because it's not actually doing anything.
Yeah, I think if you have Dawn, you probably just wait for another round before you play it out, unless you have nothing else.
But then you're losing.
Then,
But then you're
yeah.
losing tempo on those rounds.
Yeah, but you have
Or
9
not if
gold.
it's long plan.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're
you
not
just have
spending
the
the gold here. So the question is, does he actually have Blessed of the Giants into Varys? Because those unduped characters then are not looking so good suddenly.
And honestly, I think obviously it's a good plot, the rationing, but look at the Mage and Alicane here, they could have drawn 2 cards potentially.
Yeah.
For Stark as well, right?
That's
So
true,
that's
yeah.
also stuff.
Yeah. Could see another winter is coming.
Yeah.
Because obviously that doesn't require you to win.
I mean, kind of does, but it's not a reaction yet.
Yeah, it doesn't have a winning trigger.
Yeah, and you might also spend the gate at some point because now with no summer plots, the Econ's going to be good with the.
Well, he's cancelled the intrigue claim immediately, so if there is less to the Giants and Varys in hand. Okay. Yeah,
It's going to play off to Galtown.
don't run out of resources.
Doesn't
That's
have
the
off the cooldown.
Stopping reactions, well, so stopping anything, stopping vengeance basically. Well, I think you could eat vengeance really, and the reactions to losing are stopped anyway, like his Viperize, so could have kept Winterfell, but I'm probably thinking that there won't be anything coming back anyway. Although he's now, yeah, I mean Viperize is stopped and vengeance on power is not a thing really.
Yeah.
Okay. Up to 9 it's going to be, but 2 of that is on a character that is going sooner or later. Is it going to be immediately? Because killing all of them here before having to spend Stranger or Morgulis is a good sign. If you have to spend the plots and Harren repopulates, then that 8 could become 10, 11, 12. Doesn't have it.
The Dominus face is also always so tense in the Hollow Hill games.
Or I mean, he could have it in theory and not play it. He could
just
go Morgulis here and then do Varys when on anything that comes after. Usually that would not be the thing to do, especially since you have such a great chance to march Caitlyn. So Winter Festival guaranteed and no claim. So basically it's we're playing at 9-0 here and whatever else he can gain in the meantime.
So
Lots
we're
of
gonna have
gold, though.
14 gold on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
17 with water gardens. 14. Okay.
Yeah, I think Martell will probably survive that frozen solid.
Yep. You never know. You might have needed that for all of the other tricks. Summer grabs Alisane.
That was a good one.
Broken Wolfie. And here we go. Yeah. That's unfortunate for Martell. I know people want Martell to lose, but have to suffer Summer. Really, I feel for them.
Mika's hatred for Stark outweighing the hatred for Hollow here.
Oof. Well, you can still Varys everyone and March Alisane.
Well, you have to get past Bran, right? If you want to do Last of the Giants, if you just marshal him, I suppose.
Why do we have to go get past Bran? Just come on, marshal Varys. Why is Bran here as well?
Why do you hate Stark so much?
He just doesn't like the nope.
Yeah.
I mean, he's basically cancelled everything. He has 2 cancel cards in play for triggering stuff in the challenges phase. He has the event cancel and he's had the location cancel as well, which now I think he would have preferred on Starfall, but whatever. Okay, so he's not going to trigger Bran or anything insignificant here, I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not on a Misty Mord, probably. Oh,
So
Mika wanted you to be regent for Stark next 8 regents. That would be interesting.
I mean, he just bans all of his players from playing Bran and Greywind, right?
Yeah. Just have a year where Stark just plays all the random cards.
That would be tough for me to do Stark, but I mean, I was thinking that I might eventually want to play 8 regions with all 8 factions. Would be fun, and it takes 8 years if you play a different one every year, so yeah. Would be nice to play Stark at some point. Okay, so I mean, he has cards in hand and he intentionally didn't play them. So that 8 gold is going to be for something surely at this point.
Maybe he's got 2 Last of the Giants in hand. First one gets cancelled, triggers the second one.
Yeah. And no claim, so.
Yeah.
No intrigue claim, I mean. Not going to do power.
No, because you don't want his Viper's Eyes coming back at you.
But Caitlyn could
I mean,
have
he
done
could
it.
do with Caitlyn, but yeah.
True. So this is, yeah. Can defend for 6 for the military with Last Hearth. But it's probably the intrigue, right? Yeah.
And no claim, so keeps the 2 cards. Here we go. Do we have the double Varys? And if we do, is it going to be enough to make this game interesting?
Nope.
No, I somehow is now feeling like it's not going to be a very long game.
Okay, so he had nothing. So he's just going to...
Mobilist now?
Not... I mean, he...
Oh, he's done it. He's Stranger, maybe, but that's not gonna...
He took the cards with Misty Morn and now he's over reserve and didn't spend any of the gold.
Yeah.
I mean, in standing phase, did he click through dominance by mistake?
It's possible there is a long pause in the standing, right?
Because you could still march Alisane after Varys if it went through successfully, and then you have the cards. Okay, you
Ooh.
have 3 cards because you have to spend 3 to do that, and the opponent has 2, and it's 11-1, so.
Maybe he just judged that it's not worth while Bran is on the board, I don't know. But
Thrown
he
last to the
discarded last of the
Giants
Giants now,
away.
so
But you have to force the Bran because Bran's always going to be there. You spent your Magulas
yeah.
now.
Do you strange or Bran away? The game's going to be over though. It's 11.
Yep.
Just play barring now. No, plays rationing. I mean, you can marshal Varys though, so. Actually, he could have done that anyway if that was the plan. I mean, when Bran was marshaled, you just marshal Varys, so clearly it wasn't there.
And if you were afraid of claim, you just marshal 2 chuds and Varys. You had the gold. Maybe it just didn't have Varys.
Yeah, that's always a possibility. But now this round of Winterfell is not working.
Nope.
For the triggered ability, of course. Yeah.
No, but rationing kind of stops everything else that you need to worry about.
Doesn't bring
Is
out
there going to
the
be another frozen solid for that
escort.
platform?
So again, he's kept a lot of gold, which is there to be spent, but I don't know.
Maybe a Hota. So you remove 2, but you remove the biggest power icons. Maybe that's Shadow of the North or Mirror.
Yeah, at this point Shadow of North is not actually so valuable, can't even do it on the power challenge, so.
I'd probably hope it was Mirror to blank the bastard.
Or just keep her, and just in case there's some kind of last of the
Varys,
Giants
yep.
at some point.
Yep. One Venomous Blade fixes all of these problems.
Well, what's Starfall going to do? There's 1 military icon currently in play. 1 intrigue icon.
I mean, we could still see Venomous Blade in challenges for 3 and then Last of the Giants in dominance if we make it there.
Yeah, but if you had Venomous Blade, the play was probably in the marshalling. I don't know. Wait.
Yep. Maybe he was waiting for Mirror.
Well, if that's unopposed, it's going to put another power on the faction card for Shadow of the North to take. And it is unopposed, which actually is oof, that's a good hit for her.
Yeah, useless guy.
Useless. Yeah, if there was something to protect, I mean, he could have protected it surely, or tried to anyway.
It's gonna hurt when he brings out that Tattered Prince try to rush.
There isn't a Tattered Prince.
Oh, sorry. Oops.
Yeah, the only renown in the deck is Mag, and he gets last of the Magged, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, now I would imagine he defends with 2 strength, I mean. Well, it's not quite game over. If he was playing double Winter Festival, it would be virtually over by now, but okay, stops 1 challenge type unless it's Mira.
Okay, so we get the power with the Chud. Okay, no.
That's another challenge type gone, so power, the only one left. Still have Winterfell to make sure it goes through.
Winterfell doesn't matter.
Oh, sorry, has the stranger.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And also I think now you have to claim the reducer probably, unless you want to claim Bran.
But you can't get Bran back, so you have to claim the chud.
Yeah. I think Bran's. Or you could actually potentially just claim Alisane.
Alyssane?
Yeah.
Wyman draws as well
There's-
from military claim.
Yes.
You just claim Alyssane.
If Wyman has drawn and winter is coming,
Yeah,
that's
fair
game
enough.
over.
Or if that's okay. Or if it's Starfall and not Starfall, if it's Shadow of the North and Shadows. And not Mira.
It's triggered Winterfell.
Okay, so there's Winter is coming. Do we have... So it's going to be unopposed to claim.
You can brand that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can brand
Yeah,
the
you can.
Hand's
Yeah, I
Judgment.
think he just has to.
But he hasn't done it.
Yeah. So if he brand that, doesn't that just win the game?
It would be 14, then he wouldn't have the gold for...
But then he wins Dom.
Dominance.
Oh, okay.
So now we get marched. Right? The Chud gets marched against the trader.
Well, he's kept the card in Shadows, which clearly isn't Shadow of the North at this point. It has to be Mirror, right?
So we go Long Winter next then?
That's going to cost him 1 power if he does that. He could play Barring still, I mean... Get stuff in play so that you can deal with them.
With what's the one card in hand?
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you're losing one, but it's 2 claims, so as long as you can push this power through.
Now Winterfell is turned on, so...
Yep. Yep, and no nightmares, so all the icon removal needs to happen at the start of the challenges phase. Oh, but there's only 1 power to take, so it doesn't matter. Okay.
If that thing finds dice, you know... of course it does.
Okay. So Starfall takes Dacey's power icon. You have to take the renown, because...
You know, Bear Island Scout
take.
has been redesigned and it's still doing this. It used to search the entire deck to find all 3 copies of Bear Island Scout and then Dicey.
Yeah, but that was broken. This is balanced.
Okay, he's
it can still miss.
To cancel secret schemes, which would have been 5 more cards. But surely, I mean...
I feel like that was just the win before, right?
I don't know, there's only 1 power to take, so if Dacey loses renown, and there's enough icons to at least oppose each of the other challenges and not lose dominance. So if we see an Iron Throne and like maybe another power icon, there you go.
Just a power icon would be good, I think.
Okay, and maybe an Iron Throne. Is there an Iron Throne in this deck?
There's one, yes.
There's one.
Well, now Bran is gone. You could also Last of the Giants Lysa here, which he doesn't.
Okay, so there's that. So Dacey loses a power icon and everything else is opposed. And then you have to not lose dominance.
I'm not very optimistic. I mean...
No, because you get +2 off last half, so you can just do the power with the Chud. Trigger Winterfell, so nothing can happen. It's 1 claim, but you then win dominance. if you don't need anything else, and just kill the chud.
Yeah, not to mention that Dicey can still win military
Oh, okay.
instead.
He's not. Yeah, Daisy could just be. Yeah, but he's
Yeah,
not
but
just
quite.
now,
giving up, I
now that he's
suppose.
triggered Winterfell, that's it, right?
Yeah.
If there was a chance to stop it now, there isn't. But
Yeah.
actually, with 0 gold, I don't know how you could have.
Yeah. Okay.
15-0. Well, once again, it's not. These 15-0s are okay if there is one Varys and you start suddenly are with an empty hand, it turns around really quickly. You can turn from 14-0 to a win. So it wasn't super boring to watch. To be fair, could have been more interesting. Just I mean, so many rounds where gold was left over for a threat that never came. I'm guessing he never saw one. Never saw Varys or never saw anything else. And then yeah. Bran.
So really, it's going to be interesting till the last game, and hopefully somebody can record that. It's probably gonna be an interesting one. That's
Yeah, I think
interesting matchup as well.
Hannes is on it actually, so might be streamed live.
What time is it played at?
Let's have a look. It's at 7 p.m. GMT plus 0, so that's 9 for me in Central Europe.
And 6 for me.
8 for you.
I think. 8 for me. Yeah,
Yeah.
other way.
Oh, I thought it was in the
Okay,
morning.
I'll be home.
Sorry.
I'll be home.
Yeah, so Catalonia survived 4-2 down against Norway. Got it to 4-4 and won the extra game, which was really close. And they're surviving from 4-1 down here. But these two that they just played were their probably best matchups on paper. So we kind of suspected it. But now comes the tricky one, where I think I'd say 55% in Austria's favor, maybe, or 60. But again, I'm just guessing.
What's the last matchup?
The Tyrell Lion for Austria, Robert Charvet's deck with Boros, and it's Manifest God Lannister for Catalonia.
Yeah, if the board isn't wiped immediately, we're in for a bit of a wild one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to vibe against the shadows, right?
Yeah, and you just push a big military in, and all of a sudden Boris drags a Robert Strong in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or, I mean, just Robert Strong from Shadows can kill one attacker, and then it's 8 for defense. I mean, to push it through, it's tricky. Robert isn't actually going super crazy with Turney in a lot of his games. Has Vanquish, has a bit of aggro. Mythic House Florent Knight is in the deck as well. Okay, he can Turney if there's a chance as well. So we'll see. And lots of little tricks. Iron Bank will have its due and stuff like that. So, but it's he grinds a bit, right, with that deck. It's every game is an adventure, so we see. I think it could be a good one.
Yeah. Good luck for both of the teams.
Yeah, should be a good one. I think that's all we have for you tonight. So we finished nice and early so that I can still get home in time. Thank you for joining us, and I think if Hannes is streaming tomorrow, join him please for the game. Otherwise I'll record it and you can watch it on YouTube later. And of course, if there's an extra game, if it goes far, we'll make sure to get that covered as well. So yes, thank you for joining us and have a good night.
Good night.